What's up, folks? This is the ReNesance, and you are watching the JLuv81 channel. Are you kidding me?
Hey, it's your girl JLuv81. What's going on, guys? Today, I'm here with my buddy Mike, and we're gonna go over some new release zombie games. So, let's get started.
Alrighty. Hey Jen, before we play the newer ones, you want to play some older zombie games? Some Walking Dead, some Dying Light, Dead Rising, Last of Us, Undead Nightmare, ooh, State of Decay, Dead Island, Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising whatever.
So much.
Alrighty, guys. Now that we got all those out the way, we're going to be talking about new upcoming zombie games. And as a big zombie lover, I love zombie games. I love zombie movies. Been a zombie fan my whole life.
Yep.
You know how you can tell who's a hardcore zombie fan? When their favorite zombie movie came out 10 years before they were even born. Original Dawn of the Dead. So I know everybody says it's an oversaturated market. Hence why I got a floor full of zombie games right in front of me, and I left all the Resident Evil ones at home, all 52 of them.
A lot of people bring up Resident Evil and they kind of forget all the other games that came out that are zombie related. So the expert right here is going to go over and review some of the latest zombie related games.
Yes, I'm going to be reviewing the ones that have come out in 2019. Like I said, there's a lot of good series out there. I'm pretty sure someone saw the Dead Rising series fly across my lap. Jen likes the Dead Rising series. I know you played a couple of them. Dying Light, you got, I love it. It's another good zombie game. You got Dead Light, you got Dying This, you got Dead That, you got Zombie You, Zombie We, something, whatever, hoo poo poo zombies. So, but again, I love all zombie games, and like I say, people say it's an oversaturated market. You know, the whole, hey Joe, you want to play a zombie game? But let me tell you, I love them, I buy them all, and 2019 looks to be one of the best years for zombie games out there. There's 4 already I'm going to be reviewing that have come out. You still have Daymare 98 coming out, Dying Light 2, The Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2?
Yes, I'm so excited. First game I'm going to be reviewing is Resident Evil 2. I'm not going to stick around with this one too much. Everybody knows Resident Evil is my favorite series, and so obviously you know I'm going to just praise this game like the Holy Grail. So again, this came out in January. This is what I'm starting it off with. A remake of one of our favorite games. And let me tell you, it's beautiful. Graphics, they've reimagined it perfect. It's finally got a Resident Evil game that is old school. It's been so long. You can speed, you know what I love about it? You can speed run the game in an hour if you're that good at it. I gotten it down to like a little over 2 hours. The return of keys, the return of puzzles, like
they fixed the fixed camera angle.
Oh, everything is perfect about this. This is the best Resident Evil since the remake of the first one. And that one's my favorite one, but I've been playing the shit out of this game. Like, I've gone through each scenario, like the A scenarios 4 times each. I've gone through the B ones 3 times each. And I'm not bored of it. I love it. It's perfect. I gotta put it down because I could talk about it all day and everybody would tune out and Jen would lose subscribers. So... Alright, first up I'm going to talk about The Walking Dead, the final season. And if you don't know about what was going on with this game, Telltale makes the game. They closed down and the game was just it was just up for grabs if they were going to finish it. And what happened was Skybound, you know, they asked some of the developers to come in and actually finish the game so they could get it out so you could finish Clementine's story. It's probably my least favorite of the seasons. It was a good way to end it, but I feel like there should have been more to it. Like the last chapter is amazing. It's really emotional. It's what you come to expect from this cinematic like experience with this Walking Dead thing, and I love it. Those of you who've never played it, if you were into the point and click like games, kind of like Heavy Rain, and you like zombies, the Walking Dead series is for you. The first one is one of the best story games. It's up there with The Last of Us as one of the best story games. This was the final season.
Did they rush it?
They didn't. I don't think they rushed it. I don't know. It's just like it might have been like I said, this one in the second season. The first one and the third one I thought were really good. It was still good. They added more like gameplay elements to actually make it feel more like a game. But it's a good way to end the story. I was satisfied with it. Again, if anybody's played like the Walking Dead seasons and you haven't played this one yet, you got to finish it. You got to finish Clementine's story. It's pretty good. So we're off to a good start with zombie games. Let's see if we continue on with... I got 2 more to do.
See, Telltale Games, they're the ones that made the Back to the Future game. And I like that a lot. Do you remember that? That came out for PS3, I believe. And they did a really good job.
I had it on my iPad, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Only thing that it was bummed out because the guy who did Marty's voice was good. But, like, you still knew it wasn't Michael J. Fox.
I know.
So,
but it was a good game.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. They also did The Wolf Among Us, which was really good. They've done Guardians of the Galaxy. They've done oh my god, what is a couple of... They have a bunch of games. Game of Thrones. So, they were a good gaming company, but I heard they treated their employees like crap. So, that was one of their downfalls. Everybody said it was a really bad place to work.
Really?
So, yeah, and when they close down, this is the shittiest thing to do to your employees. They close down, the people come in, they say, hey, we're closing down. You got 30 minutes to clean your stuff out and get out.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, that's what they did. They just stopped everything they were doing. They just told their employees to get out in 30 minutes. But like I said, Skybound, who owns the rights to the Walking Dead, like, comic book, they brought on some people just to finish the game. So, JLuv clap for Skybound. You know, for at least letting the gaming fans get their conclusion to Clementine's story. I like the game a lot. I thought it could have been better, but it's still a good game. It's not bad by any means necessary. It's still above an average game. It's a good game. That's what I'm trying to say. Good game. Next up, and this one worried me a little bit when I got it, but I know a lot of people weren't fans of the movie. I like the movie. It's not the Dawn of the Dead remake. It's not the original Dawn of the Dead. It's not Night of the Living Dead.
World War Z.
World War Z. And those of you who are looking for the Left 4 Dead experience, right here. This is Left 4 Dead third person. So much fun. It was fun playing it solo. It's even more fun playing it with your friends. I liked it a lot. It's action. You ain't gonna get much of a story out of it, but you're gonna get fun co-op gameplay. And it was better than I thought. And they're still coming out with like chapters now. I know there's another Tokyo chapter. It's 4 play. You go to New York, Jerusalem, Russia, Tokyo. And I really like this game. I went through each chapter twice because I only had a couple days till the next game came out. And like I said, this one surprised me with how fun it is. It's nothing. You're not going to get anything new out of it again. But you're going to get a fun co-op experience. Like, I wish I could talk Jen into buying this game so we could play it together and just mow down zombies. Mow them down, Jen.
We'll have to see. It looks good, though.
Yeah, it's if you ever play Left 4 Dead, it's Left 4 Dead third person.
See, I would rather play something like this with somebody than by myself. That's what
Alrighty, guys, the last game I'm going to talk about, and a lot of people are split on this game. Or hold up. The last game I'm going to talk about is a game that I've seen some really, like, weird reviews. I've seen 5 out of 10s, and I've seen 9s out of 10s. I don't even know how that's possible, because to me, like, a game, if you're getting near a 5, the game's broken, it doesn't have good graphics, the gameplay's just a mess, story's terrible. To me, like, anything, like, from a 5 down, you're starting to get where it's like, this game shouldn't even have been released yet. So, the last game I'm going to talk about is Days Gone. And let me tell you, I love this. Every friend I have that has it, they really like it. Let's just say this. If Last of Us and Red Dead went on a prom date together and made love and gave birth to a baby, this would be their baby. So, right?
That's a different way to describe that.
I'm not saying it's better than The Last of Us. The Last of Us is still one of my all-time favorite games. I'm saying a lot of the gameplay is like The Last of Us. The crafting, like the end of, like, the apocalypse is in the future. Like, this one's 2 years. Last of Us is like 20. It has a really in-depth, like, good story. And like I said, I don't understand the reviews for it. I can see if you didn't download the day one patch, because I played like the first 10 minutes on the day one patch. I noticed a little clunkiness in the gameplay. But every day these developers are pumping out a patch. They're on like patch 9 right now. They want the game experience to be what they meant it to be, like perfect. It's from a small studio. Like the studio's not that big compared to something like Red Dead. And this is a big open world map. It's bigger than you realize. Sony Bend is doing a great job, like, for what they've done. They were the creators of Siphon Filter. Their last big release was Uncharted Golden Abyss for the Vita. And again, I'm confused by why there's 5s out of 10s for this game. To me, this game is about an 8 or an 8.5 at the lowest. It's 60 hours long. 30 hours of just straight story missions. I went through the game. I'm probably about 99% completion on the thing, and then I wanted to just play the story again, so I started the story over. So I already have about like 95 hours into this game, and I'm having fun. A lot of it, like, it does remind you a lot of The Last of Us, which I like, because if you're gonna copy off of a game a little bit, why not the best game, one of the best games ever made? And the open world, I like it a lot. Like, you have marauder camps all around. They're always trying to, like, they attack you. And nothing pisses me off more when I'm half paying attention, like taking a drink, and I'm just cruising on my bike, and all of a sudden, 2 a-holes have a rope across the road, and I just fixed my bike, and it's getting smashed.
Do they really do that?
Yeah.
That's genius.
So, the weather dynamics are absolutely excellent. Like, when your guy rides in, like, his bike in the snow will stick to his pants and everything. And, like, the tracks, everything, great with that. Great graphics. I like the story a lot. It can get a little repetitive. The gameplay's nothing new, but not every game is going to be revolutionary. So, again, like the open world, like I'd be driving down the road and I look to the left and there's a bear fighting 2 freakers, and that's what the name of like the zombie things are, kind of like I Am Legend zombies. And they're battling it out. I'm like, all right, I'll just watch and see what happens. Next thing you know, the bear's picking up a freaker, just launching it. One mission, I had to take out this camp of marauders. There's 8 of them. So I'm sitting there and I'm plotting my stealth attack. I'm like, all right, I got my suppressor on. See a horde coming from the right. I'm like, all right, let's see where this goes. Some dumbass in their camp just shoots at the horde. Well, the horde goes off a sound, so they start pouring in on this. Next thing you know, it's like 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 dead, 3 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I completed the mission and get all the credit for it, even though the freakers did it for me. Very good. I honestly can't see why someone would ever give this game a 5 out of 10. I think it was GameSpot did it. I don't think they played the game all the way through. I think they quit halfway through. So, again, I like this game a lot. This is a game I'm recommending to Jen, to all my friends. If you like zombie-style games, if you like The Last of Us, get it.
A lot of people are streaming that, though. I noticed that. A lot of people are definitely streaming it.
It starts off a little slow. Like, the first, like, five hours are slow, but, like, it's there's 60 hours plus of stuff to do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And like I said, I love it. I talk about it with my work buddies all the time. And again, like, this will soothe me and hold me over until The Last of Us 2 comes out. But again, I highly recommend it. Good game.
If he didn't convince you to pick that up, I don't know who else can.
Yeah, I like I said, if you like survival horror games, Resident Evil 2 is the game to get. If you like those survival, I can't shoot everything, I gotta, save my ammo. I know some people like they don't like that. That's not their cup of tea. But Resident Evil 2 right now, to me, is game of the year.
I agree.
Can't beat that right now, to me. That
as far as horror related, yeah.
And the nostalgia in it, it's just it's
they
so
did a really good job with it.
Like, I know people miss the fixed camera angles, but like that.
I didn't.
Like,
I did not miss the fixed camera angles.
I love the fixed camera angles. I wish the Capcom would be like, all right, let's give a new school, like, Resident Evil 2 remake style. Let's just give them a 3-4 hour fixed camera angle, like, mission on the side. I would love that. But this Resident Evil 2 game of the year right now, to me, nothing's topped it. I think the only thing that can top it is The Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah, when does that come out?
It should be
the end of the year, right?
Yeah, it should be around the end of the year.
I'm looking forward to that.
See, Sony dropping out of E3, you don't know, like, it's a little weird right now because I'm, like, confused on things. From what I read, Naughty Dog is hiring people to put the finishing touches on the game, so it's got to be close to being completed.
Good.
So, and then World War Z is a co-op. I like what we gotten so far in zombie games. We gotten a co-op action shooter like Left 4 Dead, a survival horror Resident Evil 2, a story-driven open world game like The Last of Us. Days Gone. My bad, Days Gone. Good year for zombie games. If you're a zombie lover like me, I buy them all. So, like, Jen, what would you say is some of your favorite zombie games?
Resident Evil 2. I liked Resident Evil 4 because it was just so different. And I also liked Dead Rising, but I never played the other ones to compare. I only played the first one.
Yeah.
And Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. I can't wait for the second one to come out. That was awesome.
That gameplay footage. I love how the creators of Shadow of the Tomb Raider were calling out Naughty Dog saying that's fake, and Naughty Dog said, no, that's our actual gameplay. So the creators of Shadow of the Tomb Raider were so impressed by that, they actually thought it wasn't real. Like they said, and Naughty Dog said, no, that's what the game's gonna be like, because the movements of that game.
Wow.
Like Ellie's under the car, and like she's sitting there, and you just see her, she pulls the hammer back on the gun. Like that animation is insane.
That's awesome.
But Resident Evil 4, again, revolutionized all gaming. It was one of the first, it was the first game where it was over the shoulder
yeah.
aim. The first.
I had so much fun with that.
So anybody who ever says Resident Evil is just a Gears of War clone was either playing doesn't know anything about video games, was in their diaper when the PlayStation 2 was out. So again, I have to say that Gears of War is a Resident Evil clone if you think about it. So
that is true. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But I like the fourth one better than the fifth and sixth. Now I cannot have an opinion on Resident Evil 7. I never played Resident Evil 7. I wasn't a fan of the whole first person. So that's the only Resident Evil I did not get. Yeah, I don't
the
think I
hardcore
can
jump
that.
scares in that game.
I'm a chicken.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was the best one out of 5 and 6. So I think 6 is better than 5. Sheva,
I agree. I think so too.
It was the whole not.
I like Leon's story the best. 6.
If you would have took the best parts from Jake's and Chris's campaign.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You put them just in Leon's campaign where it was darker and more old school. The game does better. But it didn't, and
that's the thing. I feel like I'm more of a fan of Leon than Chris.
Yeah.
And just old school.
Unless you want to punch a boulder, then you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's possible in life. We might have to check this out. I'm gonna go outside back at Jen's house after this and just punch a boulder. But yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. So.
Alright guys, so thank you so much for joining us. Let us know what your favorite horror related game is. Did you pick up Days Gone? What did you think about that? And don't forget, both of us are going to be at Too Many Games, so feel free to come and say hello. And we'll see you guys later.
So what do you want to do now?
Let's have some beer and kill some zombies.
That's right. Waka waka waka. What in the Batman balls? Jen! Jesus Christmas! What the f***? Jen! Something wrong here! Jen, you wouldn't happen to have some type of zombie-beaver infestation in your apartment, would you? Jen? Seriously? I can't get around this? There is so much space on each side! Well, if Chris can move a boulder with his mighty punch, I can move this little trash bin. Oh, son of a bitch, this is heavy. Oh, there we go. Woo! Seriously, it's locked? You need a key? John! Why do you need a key for your fridge? And where is it? I have it. Seriously, my inventory's full. Jen, where's an inventory box?
Where is she? What's he talking about?
Resident Evil 0. I don't need this. I'll get it later. There we go. Freed up some space. Yeah, put that in there. What else we got here? Jen, you mind if I grab a Corona? Okay, yeah. Well, good thing is inventory slots don't fill up much of my jacket. Shit. Holy Jill sandwich, suck me sideways. Down, headshot. Whew. God for that. Aim for the ceiling, headshot. Woo! Gotta love fixed camera angles, 1996. Let's go drink some beers. House, hedgehog in the wall. Ugh. Jen, you won't believe what just happened.
Dude, where'd you get the jacket?
You don't even want to know. Oh, here's your beer. I had to free up some inventory.